allegiance in a moment of silence to remember all our men and women in the armed services. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Notice requirements of the Open Public Meetings Law have been satisfied concerning this meeting. The Home News Tribune and the Star Ledger published a notice on December 16, 2016. A copy of the schedule is posted on the municipal bulletin board, and it should be so noted in the minutes of the meeting. Councilman Anderson. Here. Councilman Ficarra. Here. Councilwoman Drum. Councilwoman De Jesus. Councilman Spiller. Here. Councilman Small. Here. Councilman Patel. Here. Vice President Meehan and President DeLeon.
Here.
I get a motion that the minutes from July 11, 2017 be approved.
Motion. Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Tonight we're going to begin with resolutions 1 and 2, which is the adoption of the Main Street and the Oak Tree Road Special Improvement District budgets. Can I get a motion by council to open the public hearing to discuss the budgets if there's any questions?
Motion. Second.
I have a motion properly second. Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. We're going to take items 1 and 2 right now, again, which are the Main Street Special Improvement District budget and the Oak Tree Road Special Improvement District budget for public hearing by property owners. Seeing no comment, can I get a motion that the public hearing be closed for number 1 and 2?
Second.
Questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Ordinances beginning with second readings, letter A and B. We'll take A first, which is amendment to Chapter 7 entitled Traffic, adding a Section 7-42 for traffic signals. Can I get a motion that this ordinance be taken up on second and third reading and the public hearing be opened?
Motion. Second.
Any comments or questions from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. The public hearing is now open on letter A only.
Good evening, Council President George Barker Hopon. Why this sudden interest in identifying the traffic signals in the township?
It's not a sudden interest. It's just going over all the intersections.
Is this
There's nothing
anything...
that brought that up if you're looking for fishing for something.
No, I'm not. I'm just trying to say that, they've operated so long, and I mean, the one on Liberty Street and stuff like that, it's been in operation for, decades and stuff like that. Is that
Well, a lot of it has to do with the state and the county.
Okay. So do we have a traffic crew that goes out and maintains these lights, or?
Yes, we do.
So they do it and stuff like that. So the taxpayer pays for it, and the taxpayer pays for the upgrades. The liability and stuff like that, that's our liability for that traffic signal. And if that traffic signal malfunctions, and we assume liability in that in case of an insurance thing? No?
That all depends on whose signal it is, and mostly, like I said, it all stems from the state down.
Okay. Whose guidelines do we follow?
State.
State guidelines, yes. For like signalization, for setback, for timing? Okay. And who certifies this?
The state does, the county does, and then down to us.
Down to us on there, so that's it on there. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions or comments on letter A? Can I get a motion that the public hearing be closed, the ordinance be adopted and submitted to the mayor for approval as required by law?
Motion. Second.
Any questions or comments? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Letter B is an amendment to Chapter 2, Administration, Section 2-6.67, regarding the insurance funds of the revised ordinance of the Township of Woodbridge. Can I get a motion that this ordinance be taken up on second and third reading and the public hearing be open?
Motion. Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. The public hearing is now open on letter B only. Seeing no comment from the public on letter B, can I get a motion that the public hearing be closed, the ordinance be adopted and submitted to the mayor for approval as required by law?
Motion. Second.
Questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. We'll now take resolutions 1 through 26 as consent, 1 through 26. Can I get a motion to approve them?
Motion. Second.
Any questions? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. At this time, we will now go to the public portion of the meeting. I ask that you...
I'm going to apologize. I missed the first reading ordinances. My bad.
Okay.
Bear with me one second. Letters C and D, first reading ordinances. Can I get a motion that the ordinance will be passed on first reading, published in the Home News Tribune on July 28, 2017 at 7 p.m., and to be held on August 8, 2017 at 7 p.m.?
Motion. Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. My apologies.
No problem. At this time, we will go to the public portion. I ask that you go to the microphone, state your name and where you live, and you'll have 5 minutes.
Robert Mezzi, 434 Up Pine Street. Make Perth Amboy great again. I was at Harold's Deli. I had a sign in back of his building, and I look up. He's coming running with them evil-looking eyes, like the cop in South Amboy. He pushed me. I hit the ground. I got up again. He pushed me again. I got up, hit the ground twice. I got up, third time he pushed me, I didn't go down. And he cursed my mother. F your mother. What is it? And they say he's a Marine and he fought in Vietnam. I'd like to know, is it true? Did he fight in Vietnam or is he a Marine? And if anybody was there that Saturday night, May 20th, I need some witnesses. He was saying the sign says, Harold's A-S-S-H-O-L-E, which it wasn't that sign that says help the sign. And if I have any witnesses, I appreciate, come help me, because he pushed me, and I'm ashamed of myself. I didn't do nothing. Guy pushes you down 3 times, pushes you 3 times, twice I hit the concrete falling back, and that's the number one problem for the seniors. They're falling, and I didn't do nothing. I should be ashamed of myself. I saw a West Side Story. They called Tony Chicken. I guess they call me Chicken from now on. Chicken, Bobby the Chicken. I can't believe it. And I want to talk about Crunch too. The illegal showers going on there. Is anything being done about that? My friend told me about that. He belongs to Crunch in Woodbridge in that shopping mall where McDonald's is. I wish somebody looks into it. I'll come back at the next meeting. And I want to talk about this guy farmer's market. My brother served as a Marine in 50-51 in Korea, and he fought for his country. He fought against the North Korea, and he threw me out of his store. Laughing with that smile. Oh, I don't sell you nothing no more, because it didn't. I don't like it. Okay. I want to talk about. I want to tell you, thank you very much, the mayor and Woodbridge Center, ShopRite, and the Woodbridge Center, ShopRite, and Samsung for the concert. There's a good concert there tonight. British Invasion. I'm going. I asked that guy he wants the Polish Invasion. Well, you got to wait a while. You're welcome to come. You got a seat for you. Thank you very much for the concerts. I appreciate it. And I want to talk about Judge George Boyd of Perth Amboy. He's never involved in Perth Amboy. The fireworks, I never see him. At the concerts, at the ceremonies, he's never there. I can't understand how Mayor Diaz came in a new contract, another 3 years or 2 years. He's not involved. He just does his job and goes home and ignores the citizens of Perth Amboy. I just saw him one time in ShopRite. I said, "How you doing, Judge Boyd?" He looked at me. Man, did he run away so fast. He ran so fast. I couldn't believe it. And I want to talk about the Mount Talbot, the guy that cursed my mother, and he accused me of trying to kill him, and his uncle, the cop. Man, yeah, he really bullying me, and none being done. Well, now I haven't seen him, so none's being done. I try to avoid him. When they have food for us on Sunday, I don't go to because I think he's a volunteer. But that Harold, I'd like to know if he fought in Vietnam and if he was a Marine. Because how could somebody push someone like that? All he had to do, and the next day I went there, I had the same sign here. He didn't come out. he called the police, and the police said, you know, don't come back. I never come back. And the police are bumping shoulders with him, laughing. I think the cop's sister-like. And he tells me, oh, well, it's hard to believe he's been in business in the community for a good many years. You know, in other words, I don't mean nothing. I'm nothing. So they took his word. Even when I went to the council meeting in Edison, the
Okay,
guy
Mr.
says,
Messi, I'm sorry, but your time is up, sir.
okay, go see the show tonight. Good show. Okay, guys, thank you.
Thank you.
I like that sign. Good evening, Council President Gerard Trafalgar Hopalon. You going into an executive session tonight?
Yes, we are.
Okay, can we find out what it is?
No.
Oh, don't hold any secrets from us, please. No. Is it about administration and new laws? Is it about the new developments coming into town?
Mr. Chewbacca, we'll read the resolution and you'll have a sense of what it's about when we go into it.
Okay, no problem with that. This is for the millennials in the township. That trucking ban that takes effect August 1st, and I'm sure the police director knows about it and stuff like that. Make sure that all the signs and stuff like that that limit the weight of the vehicles in the township that are coming through it. That's what Main Street and Green Street
That's correct.
on here. Now, where are we getting this weight team from for enforcement? Are we pulling that from the general police force? Did we train them? Will we be taking them off regular patrol duty and stuff like that? Or
I believe they could to get the information if they get pulled over by the registration and the gross vehicle weight that's on the truck, listed on the truck.
Well, we got in a bid. We got a portable scale,
No.
right?
No.
Yeah.
Well, we do? Okay.
Yeah, we have a portable scale.
Okay.
Back in I think it's 2017. Will we have a weight team come out and weigh each vehicle?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to set up spot checks then, like the state police?
Yes.
All right, okay. Make sure all the signs and stuff like that are up to date and everything, you know, so that would be it. The paving of Main Street is great. I mean, you know, you zip right down it. Unfortunately, you created another problem, speed on there, you know, so they go speeding along and stuff like that. Although tonight with the traffic accident and stuff like that, I don't know how they were speeding down the street on there. So can we look into the speed and to make sure that all the signs, what's the speed limit there on Main Street, 25, 35, between 9 and...
I'm not sure.
Not sure? No. Yeah, just make sure.
But the police always are out there patrolling and doing speed.
Yeah, more so. They got a good thing out there now. They put that do not block box out there. They put the boxes there. And is that our responsibility or the county? Because Main Street is a county road?
County.
County, okay. Okay, good. I got the files over there from Mr. Mitch on Quincy Court over there. And really good to do it. And it says that they're going to develop housing there, and it looks like a duck, walks like a duck, smells like a duck, and quacks like a duck. So what are they going to build there?
No plans have been submitted to the town.
Oh, come on, you got that Ingram and Associates and stuff like that are building all over town, you know. I'm sure the plans are already, built or whatever. They're already made, and you're going to pull another fast one and put up 44 apartments over there, you know. So we'll watch on that over there. Four-story, 48 units. Another thing, do we tape the pedestrian decoy operations in town? You know what I'm talking about? When they have the cop dressed in civilian clothes and he walks out. Do we tape that operation?
I'm not aware of the operation. No.
Yeah, we had a grant to do that. Well, I don't believe
Yeah, that was just a
Grant?
one-time deal.
One-time deal to do it because you got a black Suburban around there and it's got more electronics than the Skylab on there. Did we get the bikes yet from Perth Amboy, the motorcycles, the defective Harleys? I mean, the good
Yes.
Harleys. Well, huh?
Yes.
We did? They on patrol yet or no?
No.
No? Okay. The motor patrol officers, they will be the... that house of worship over there in Ford's, are we still under surveillance and stuff like that? Or you don't want to say? Nobody contacted you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, find out. Ask what's going on over there. You know, don't have the city workers talking to the operatives there over at the Dunkin' Donuts and stuff. It's a dead giveaway. Come on. I mean, anybody could pick them out over there. Still no resolution on the Rummy Cop cover-up, huh? It's still going on and on.
That's going to be handled through the prosecutor's office, as you know.
They didn't contact you or not?
Next.
Nobody did? Come come on.
Next.
You need the cameras. We'll get the cameras over here. And lastly, the garbage pickup over there by the Galena Monster Manor. I mean, why do you schedule it so early in the morning? You got the truck disturbing the neighborhood. It goes beep, beep, beep. I can hear it all the way to New Brunswick Avenue.
Where do you live?
Huh?
Where
New
do you
Brunswick
live?
Avenue. You can hear it all the way to New Brunswick Avenue.
Live on New Brunswick Avenue?
New Brunswick Avenue, you can hear it. Now,
Okay.
why are
you
they...
don't hear the garbage truck that comes around at 5:30 in the morning doing houses?
He doesn't back up.
Oh,
Okay.
they don't back down streets?
Huh?
They don't back down streets?
No, they don't.
Okay.
Everything is forward motion on there.
Okay.
So, besides the parking problem, let's see what we could do with scheduling the garbage pickup over there. And thank you very much. And let's get a little more diversity in these concerts over here, in the plays in the park over there. Like, you know, some polka music. That would be great. Take care. We at one again.
Next.
My name is Ann Kozar. I'm a Seaborn property owner. At the July 11th council meeting, I asked the administration to reestablish a free venue for residents to appeal zoning board decisions. Currently, a resident's only option is Superior Court, which costs at least $10,000. I also spoke about the 3 use variances our zoning board granted on the commercially used property next door to mine. I appealed 2 of them. One was overturned in 2002, the other in 2005. My family didn't appeal the one passed this March because we were tired of spending tens of thousands of dollars in Superior Court for the relief our local board should have given us for free. We were promised new vinyl fencing at March's hearing. Over 4 months have passed. There's no sign of a fence. We'd like one before the winter. For the appeal venue to work, it can't be political. The only chance of getting unbiased rulings is to go outside our municipality for appeal members. It's similar to an attorney getting a change of venue so his client can get a fair trial. Some neighboring towns have retired judges as legal mediators. Perhaps having former judges or lawyers to review zoning board decisions is an option we should explore. Whatever pathway the administration chooses, the new appeal venue has to be autonomous, having no ties to the powers that be in Woodbridge. Having a legal background would be beneficial in getting sound appeal rulings. Use variances are supposed to be sparingly granted, and in Woodbridge, they're just not. Our zoning board members are appointees with no land use credentials. They don't seem to grasp how their decisions affect residents. When they pass the use variances, residents live with whatever that business generates. It could be noise, smells, more traffic, erratic hours, whatever it is, the residents put up with it. They also have to pursue resolution compliance through code enforcement, because the business just doesn't do what it promised. Does anyone believe it's fair that if a resident feels a zoning board decision is wrong, they have to pay at least $10,000 to appeal it? Should any appointed layman's decision wield that much power over Woodbridge residents without some kind of appeal board? It's bad enough a resident's property value goes down and their quality of life goes down with it. The saying, you can't fight City Hall, there's a lot of truth to it. Zoning board objectors have a difficult task. They usually appear without an attorney. When I came to the March meeting, my lawyer cost me $2,500 just to come here that night. The applicant, however, usually has a lawyer and a planner engineer as well. The planner engineer is considered, quote, an expert, and his testimony carries a lot of weight with our board. Obviously, lawyers and planners aren't always right, or I wouldn't have gotten 2 Superior Court reversals. It's difficult for the objector to get an attorney. No one in town wants to do it, since the lawyers and planners in town usually represent the applicants seeking board approval. I had to go outside of town to get my attorney. Fortunately, he was successful in getting the expansion our board granted overturned in Superior Court. Residents on Ferry Street in Seawarren weren't that lucky. What used to be a small lampshade company became a coffee house when a builder bought it. The builder then applied for an expansion. Neighbors fought tooth and nail against it. However, our board passed it. Everyone should ride down Ferry Street to see the huge, ugly expansion that was built. What was a small lampshade company is now a Starbucks distribution center. Unfortunately, our residential communities are being overrun with businesses and uses not permitted in their zones. That's why it's so important to reestablish this free appeal venue. It's time residents get the free venue they deserve. I really want something good to come out of what I've been through these past 17 years. I hope Woodbridge residents will contact their councilman or the mayor to tell them they want and deserve a zoning board appeal venue. Before I leave tonight, I'd like to...
Your time is up, Mrs. Kozar.
I know. I timed this.
Okay.
And it wasn't 5 minutes.
Well,
I timed it.
Okay.
Is there anyone on the council or in this room?
Mrs. Kozar, your time is
Yes.
up.
I have a question for you.
Well, you could ask next time. Your time is up. You should have included that into your 5 minutes. You're over.
I did include it in my 5 minutes.
Well, it's over.
And I timed myself 3 times.
Time's
So
up.
maybe I'm a little nervous, but I'd appreciate you answering this question.
Well, I'm not going to answer any questions now. Your time is up.
I think that's pretty rude of you.
Well, sorry. You said the same thing last week.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You
No,
had asked
it
the
is
council.
different.
The council.
It is different.
Okay.
In the first 2 paragraphs, I reiterated why I was here.
You could come back the next meeting then and ask your questions.
You won't allow me one question?
Ms. Kozar, I let you go over the time limit last time. You are now over the time limit once again. No.
You're not politicians, sit down.
You have a lot of nerve, I'll tell you that. I came here, I timed this 3 times. It was not over 5 minutes. And I should be able to ask the council a question.
Ms. Kozar, I'm sorry, but your time is up.
Well, you're very rude, Mr. Delina. You're very rude.
Thank you. Anyway.
Any other comments from the public? Making a motion to the public portion of this meeting be closed.
Motion. Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
We'll now go to the agenda section of the meeting. And my agenda is in order. And we will now go down to Councilman Anderson.
Thank you, Council President. Going down to item number 2, our job bank. The Woodbridge Township School District announces a new substitute teacher partner with Insight. So it's www.workwithinsight.com, 856-406-6015. So Insight is excited to partner with the Woodbridge Township School District. We understand the value, the commitment you've made to be a district substitute. We look forward to the opportunity working with you in Woodbridge Township, and we will be announcing shortly our open enrollment sessions within the district. And to begin the onboarding, please apply online. Again, that website is www.workwithinsight.com. Okay, go down to our Hall of Fame. I would like to congratulate our 2017 Hall of Fame recipients. Congratulations to all, and thank you to the voters. From Colonia High School, we have Joe Armeni, Lisa Chin, Len Dandridge, Bob Farrell, L.T. Levine, Susan Mergner, Cheryl Ola, assistant coach in basketball, Jack Krieger, is going to be speaking about the 72 and 73 basketball team, which was also inducted. From JFK High School, we have Chris Buglovsky, Amy Capola, James Gordon, Denise Corey, David Tabon posthumously, Alfonso Thomas, Bob Yesalonia, and the 78 football team, and Coach Ray Newman will be speaking on that team in place of late head coach Carrie Hamrock. And from Woodbridge, we have Dave April, Danielle Barajas, Michelle Fowler, Tom Giordano Jr., Andrea Harris, Dave Marciniak, Chris Pinter, and the 1984 tennis girls team and head coach Ellen Boris Pisano is going to be speaking on that team. I'd like to congratulate all of the recipients for the Hall of Fame. And also like to thank the board members that put a lot of time and effort. My colleague, Councilman Ficarra, is also on the board. A lot of time and effort has gone into recognizing these individuals who brought a lot of glory to not only their schools, but to their family name. Moving on to the next area, it was, well, that's it. That's all I have. Thank you very much.
Councilman Ficarra.
Just a quick announcement, Council President. The Senior Olympics are approaching quickly, September 8th, 9th, and 10th. The reason I bring it up is registration for Woodbridge Township seniors. You can go into 3 events for $5. That's a saving of $25. And I think it's a good opportunity. So again, the dates are September 8th, 9th, and 10th, and registration through, I believe, August 15th is that significant reduction for seniors that are interested in participating from Woodbridge Township. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Spiller.
Thank you, Council President. Item number 4 on my agenda, the Golden Saints are currently in their 50th anniversary year. They'll be having a celebration party. It's this Sunday, July 30th, at the Golden Saints Field from 12 to 3. There'll be a presentation at 2:30. They have band, refreshments, free food, and they will be honoring all past presidents and founding fathers. Again, that's the Golden Saints, formerly Port Reading Saints, this Sunday, July 30th, 12 to 3. The rest of my agenda is in order. Thank you.
Councilman Small.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just one announcement. Avenel Colonia First Aid Squad's having their annual health fair on September 30th, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the First Aid Squad. That's all I have. My agenda is in order. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Patel.
Yeah, thank you, Council President. I would like to thank our friends, the colleagues, for passing the resolution number 2. It's fiscal year 2018 for the seed money for Oak Tree Road in Iselin, and also resolution number 17 approving the funds for the architectural service for the San Cecilia's renovation project. I have also, I would say there are 2 announcements for August. On August 13th and August 20th, there will be 2 parades on Oak Tree Road. On August 13th, we'll have India Day parade, and on August 20th, we'll have a Pakistan Day parade. On those 2 days, we'll have like Oak Tree Road closure in the section of Iselin. I think afternoon for a few hours. The closure varies from segment to segment, but for the true traffic, the road will be closed. But I think the parades draws like thousands of spectators, and I think there are also like viewers. I would like to thank the police department over the last, I think, 10, 12 years. They have done really great job in directing the traffic and maintaining the traffic flow. Public Work has done also exceptionally great job in cleaning the area after the parades. I would like to just tell our residents and travelers on those 2 particular days, if you are traveling in the afternoon, you are going to experience some traffic, frictions, and there will be some traffic delays. That's all for tonight. Thank you, Council President.
Thank you. Before I go to Mr. Mitch, Councilman Anderson.
I had one more announcement, and it's in relationship to the Hall of Fame. I neglected to mention the dinner for the Hall of Fame recognition is at the Community Center, and that'll be on Sunday, October 8th, beginning at 5 p.m. Tickets are $50 and can be reserved by sending to Woodbridge Township Athletic Alumni Association, care of the Woodbridge Recreation Department, 600 Main Street, Woodbridge, New Jersey, 07095. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Mitch.
Thank you, Mr. President. My agenda is in order, just with the one exception of executive session this evening after the meeting.
Okay, we'll now go to administration. Mr. Landolfi.
Thank you, Council President. I have a few items this evening. The first is we're going to seek your approval to enter into an agreement with the Turnpike, seeking permission to cross, or granting permission to cross property that they own for a sewer main project. We're also going to look for an award of contract for a land use attorney. We went out an RFQ for that, and we'll come back with a recommendation at the next meeting. We're going to have a bid award for the library ramp. We'll also have a state contract purchase of computer services and equipment, co-op purchase of carpeting for the community center, a change order to the environmental work we're doing at 87 South Robert. That's the property that we're acquiring through our Blue Acres efforts. Several housekeeping items, tax appeal judgments, refund of an overpayment, refund of the sewer overpayment, 100% veterans tax exemption, and cancellation of taxes due to county tax appeals. In addition to that, we're going to request that you approve a contract to do a parking study in the Avenel section of the community over by the Avenel train station. We're concerned as we go forward that there may be the need to add additional parking over there. So what we'd like to do is take a hard look at it, identify whether or not there's a problem, and if there is, or a potential problem, identify what some of the potential solutions would be. We're going to ask to bring in a consultant to do that. That's all I have, Council President.
Okay, we'll go with Police Director Hubner.
Thank you, Council President. I have one item, and that's the addition of a handicap parking space on Warden Avenue in the Hope Lawn. Thanks.
Thank you. Go to Health Department, Mr. Green.
I don't have anything. Thank you, Council President.
Okay, we'll go down to Public Works and Engineering, Mr. Henry.
Thank you, Council President. I have 3 bond releases tonight. That's it. Thank you.
Anything from the legal? Mitch?
Whereas Section 8 of the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, Public Laws of 1975 permits the exclusion of the public from a meeting in certain circumstances, and whereas this public body is of the opinion that these circumstances exist, and therefore be resolved by the Municipal Council of the Township of Woodbridge that the public portion of this meeting is hereby recessed for approximately 20 minutes to discuss personnel matters. If I could get a motion to approve the resolution.
Motion. Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. We are now going into executive session. If I can ask everyone to please leave the room. Okay. Can I get a motion to close tonight's meeting?
Motion. Second.
Motion made properly second, 7:39 p.m. Meeting adjourned.
All in favor?
Aye.